Hello 8th graders, it's Mr. KB, and today I want to welcome you to my workshop on commercials and advertising of the 1960s. In this workshop, so far we've learned what TV commercials looked like, advertising, marketing themes and trends, and now we're going to talk about how to edit ourselves into 1960s advertisements. So just to quickly review, I've got a number of ads that you've seen, hopefully, in the slideshow, and they all talk about, or they all show different themes and strategies of the 1960s. And I thought I would try to maybe put my face into one of these particular ads. So I'm going to show you step by step how to do that. The instructions are in the slideshow right here. So your first step is going to be to find a real 1960s advertisement and save it to your drive. So that's our first stop. Let's go to Google Images and type in 1960s advertisement. All right, so I like to generally change the size to large right away to try to get the highest resolution possible. And let's see, this one here would actually work as well, although I don't feel great about advertising for cigarettes. It's not quite as funny. But let's try to see if we can find one of the ads that I just pointed out. I think I should be able to locate one of them. I'm trying to be as real and authentic as with this process as I can. If I cannot, then I may need to just grab the image that I found already. So I am not able to locate it right now. There are quite a few that you can go through, as you can see here. You might even get different results if you just select 19. Yeah, I think I saw a lot of these. If you just select 1960s advertisements, I don't know if that would be different. But I am going to, for the sake of time, I'm going to pull up the ads that I already saved. And so, again, we're talking about these two ads here. And I've got them on file. Hopefully you've found one that works. The next stop, if we go back to our slideshow instructions, I want to make sure I'm following this. You're going to take a picture of your face. And so I've done that right here. I've got a few pictures of my face that I think work. And save those files to your drive. Number 3, you're going to open Pixlr.com and superimpose your face on the advertisement using layers. Okay, so this is the part that might be new to some people. You're going to go to Pixlr.com. You're going to select the advanced photo editor and you're going to select open image right here. So let me get oriented here in my files. I want to go to pictures. I want to go to our school. I want to go to Theme Week 1960s, this workshop. And here we go, 1960s ads. So let me find the ones, there's one of the ads that I thought might work. So let's try this one. The Philips tape recorder for sound pleasure during leisure. All right. Now, we've got our starting point. The next thing I want to do is, and this is important, go to layer and add image as layer. So I am going to, I think I could have just gone one step back, but here we go. All the way back through the labyrinth. VCS, Theme Week, 1960s, this workshop, pics of me. All right. I don't know how well this will work. I've got some shadows on my face, but we'll, bear with me and we'll see what we come up with. So, I am going to, what am I going to do? I want to cut out my face, and there are different ways to do that. Let's turn off the background to start, okay? And let's select all of the, no, that's too much. Can I undo that? All right. So I'm going to select all of this by hitting the magic wand and then hitting the delete button. So that gets rid of a lot of it. Now, how can I see I'm having trouble with just getting rid of this shadow portion. I may need to manually erase. So if that is what you want to do, I need to deselect. That becomes a problem and sometimes a frustration for students. So I want to make sure I'm not selecting anything right now. Select. Deselect. Okay. So now I have unselected everything. Let's zoom in on that area right by my face because that's painful to look at my face in this level of detail, but that's okay. This is going to be YouTube. So I'm modeling what it looks like to just, suck it up, and this is what we look like. Okay, so see, I'm using the eraser to get rid of, and I could even zoom in more. There's a bit of a nice feathering effect here, so it won't be too sharp. And you can see that the magic wand was not able to catch all of the wall. It sort of had trouble between the wall and my beard. So what I'm doing is I am cleaning up the background, and I'm getting this image ready to be superimposed on the other image. Now, by the way, I'm wearing this Canucks jersey today. Whoops. Because it is almost the 1960s. I'm having trouble getting 1960s wear from my closet, but this jersey was created in 1970. So it's very close, very close. Now, this image is kind of fun. It may actually have other uses. One thing we can do is make the size of my brush a lot larger, just to speed up this process. So we actually will not want, you know what? I can save this another way, another time, but right now all we want is my face. That's all we're going to superimpose on this image. So I don't feel great about cutting my head off, but there you go. That's probably looking very freaky for some people. It's kind of a fun process, actually. As far as I know, someone here may tell me about a way to just delete everything else. I guess what I could do is select my head and then invert selection, select everything else, and just delete it all in one click. Okay, but I've cut out my head, so that's important. Now, let's bring back the other layer. So now we have a floating... I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is too much fun. All right, so now we have a floating head. So I could, I believe, crop this layer. That might make it a little easier to work with. Oh, look, there's a little bit of a problem up there, too. You see that? Okay, let's see if layer should be able to crop somewhere here. This is what I want. Oh, get down. Yes, and that's ridiculously small. But what it's going to do is just make my head a lot more manageable. Enter. Okay, it's going to make my head a lot more manageable to work with. Right? Well, maybe there's a limit to how big or how small the frame can get. Okay, I'm having a problem here. It's good that when I have problems, it's good to have... I may have cropped... I think I cropped the entire canvas. Yeah, I only wanted to crop my face. So that may be an issue. Interesting. Okay. Well, you know what? We can deal with it as is. The problem is this frame for my face is way too big. It doesn't need to be that big, but it's okay. It's still manageable. And what I'm trying to do here is move my face right there. Now, I've got a bit of a problem. So my head. Okay, that's not bad. It's getting close. Obviously, I'm going to need to do something about the hair situation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this layer here and zoom in. And this is going to sound awful, but sorry, I'm having issues with the zooming here. Okay, there we go. What I'm going to need to do is carefully zoom, or pardon me, erase parts of my head. And the reason why is because I want to make the hair sort of show through, right? So let's see what I can do here. Let's have some lovely locks coming down here. Let's see if that works. Make a little more. Oops. Am I in the right layer here? Ooh. Oh, I see. See which layer is selected over here? You need to make sure you're working with the right layer. Editing the right layer. Okay. Let's see. Oh no! Stop. Undo. See, what happened is okay, I'm undoing right now. There. What happened is I selected the wrong layer and I did some erasing on my base layer. I don't want to do that. So, okay, let's see if this hair is working. So I'm going to select this layer. And okay, I can see the shape of the hair a little better. Problem is if I move my head too much, then, you know, his ear starts to show, right? His ear sort of becomes my ear. All right, let's take another shot at this here. So here's where we're just going to play with it a little bit. That's not bad. It's getting better. It's getting better. Let's give me some hair on this side. Okay, you know what? For the sake of time, I might go with that. So the one other thing we can do is start to play with the lighting a little bit. So actually, you can leave this layer on, but I'm editing this one. And adjustments. So I can make watch my face there. Oh, that's not bad. That kind of worked. Just the auto pop. You can also, you could make it black and white, right? If you're working with a black and white advertisement, you can make it, I can make it more like kind of match her color. I'm just going to, you know what I should have done actually? I didn't need to get rid of, there. I didn't need to make the other layer disappear every time. kind of made that part more complicated than I needed to. All right, so I'm pretty happy with that. I am going to save this image. Save. JPG, quality 100. Download. And edited Phillips. And does Phillips have 2 L's or 1? I'll go with 1. Mr. KV. Edited example. All right, so have fun. Oh, you know what? Let's back that up a little bit. Let's see if I can make that just a little bit. Well, I could play with that lighting. My face is not quite right there. If I undo that and go auto adjust. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. But you get the point. So I'm going to print this image and post it on the slideshow and on Classroom. Best of luck, grade 8s and other students. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Let me know if you have any questions. And let's print some 1960s advertisements.